What's up, YouTube? So with the Miami Dolphins' next preseason game being later on tonight, I just wanted to kind of update y'all my thoughts on the 53. Um, just kind of where I'm at with everybody. If you didn't watch my previous one, this is just a Microsoft Word document that I've been updating throughout the process. If the player's name is in black, I have them in my this list is who I want to make the team, not necessarily who I think will. If their name is in black, that means that they're on the team. If their name is in green, they are fighting for a roster spot. In my eyes, if they're in red, then I don't want them here necessarily. So yeah, I mean Tua, obviously our starting quarterback. That makes sense. I'm at this point, I only want one backup quarterback. I don't really want to keep Mike White and Skylar Thompson. In a perfect world, I would love to keep them both, but we have so many needs at other positions that I just don't think we can carry three quarterbacks with a good conscience this year. I just don't. Running back, Chris Brooks really didn't show himself too well in that first preseason game. Right now, he's kind of out. And, I mean, Jeff Wilson, he just has such a leg up on him. And I don't see a reason to keep five running backs. I just don't. Savon Ahmed can probably be on the practice squad. Chris Brooks will probably get picked up by somebody. But most are Achane, Jalen Wright, Jeff Wilson. I think that makes sense for our top four backs. Alec Ingold obviously isn't competing with anybody. Wide receiver. As you can see, in the 5th and 6th spot, I have 4 different receivers kind of fighting for those spots. I'm looking to keep 2 because I want a total of 6 wide receivers. So Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Odell Beckham, and Malik Washington. I think their spots are pretty safe. And I want 2 more between Eric Ezukanma, Taj Washington, Braxton Berrios, and River Craycraft. I want to keep 2 of those. And we'll see where things go from there. Kyrick McCowan actually kind of surprised me a little bit in that first preseason game. None of the receivers played particularly well, but we'll see. Tight end, yeah, I only want 3. Durham Smythe, Jonnu Smith, Julian Hill. Those are really only the guys I want. Tanner Connor got hurt. I have to look into what that injury was like, but either way, I don't really want to keep him. He has played pretty well. I just don't really see the reason to keep him other than just him being another big body. Sorry about the background noise, guys. The purple is for guys that are on IR, by the way. Offensive line, Teron Armstead, Austin Jackson, Aaron Brewer, Isaiah Wynn, Robert Jones. Those are all starters, so they're all going to be here. Kendall Lamb, our best backup tackle. Patrick Paul, we just drafted him. Obviously, we're not letting him go. Liam Eichenberg has played tackle, guard, and center for us at different points, so we got to keep him. And I want to keep either Jack Driscoll or Lester Cotton as our 9th offensive lineman. Seeing Jack Driscoll play a little bit of center was kind of nice. I think Lester Cotton is a better guard than Jack Driscoll is a player, but the position versatility of Jack Driscoll does kind of help his cause. Everybody else I'm not really that sold on. Matthew Jones might end up climbing above Ryan Hayes at some point. I just need to see a little bit more from him. Moving on to edge. Unfortunately, Cam Brown and Grayson Murphy had to go on the injured reserve. They're both hurt. That's really unfortunate. We're really, really hurting at edge. Jalen Phillips did come off of the PUP list. Bradley Chubb still isn't able to play, but, I mean, they're obviously making the team. Emmanuel Ogba, Chop Robinson, Mo Kamara, I think those guys are all safe. I think with Grayson Murphy and Cam Brown getting hurt, I think that pretty much locks up Cameron Good in my eyes because we're going to need him. Because I don't think Bradley Chubb is going to be able to play at the beginning of the season, and I don't know if Jalen Phillips will. And even if Jalen Phillips can play week 1, how many snaps is he going to have? Is he going to be 100%? These are things we don't know. And we're going to need a 4th edge rusher. I mean, Emmanuel Ogba and Chop Robinson would probably be our starting edge rushers. Mo Kamara would probably get a decent rotation, but Cameron Good, I mean, we're going to need something from him. David and Wyatt Ray, we just signed this week. I'm not really expecting a whole lot from them, to be quite honest with you. I mean, they might make the team just purely based on us needing edge rusher depth at the beginning of the year, but I don't really think it's necessary as of now. I do want to see Cameron Good play tonight. That would be nice, but we'll see. Interior D-line, Zach Sealer, Calais Campbell, Deshaun Hand, Benito Jones. I think those all make sense. Benito Jones would be your starting nose tackle, Zach Sealer and Calais Campbell being your 3-4 defensive end. Deshaun Hand would be your backup for those positions. I could see an argument for keeping Isaiah Mack or Brandon Peely and having 5 D linemen, but it's just tough, man. Like, where do you only keep 5 receivers? I don't think so. Our receiving core is too good to not keep at least 2 of these guys. I mean, we need the edge rusher depth because of Phillips and Bradley Chubb. And I've only got us keeping 4 linebackers. Like, I don't know what to do with this. Zeke Vandenberg got hurt as well. So hopefully he's okay. But I got Jordan Brooks, David Long, Anthony Walker. I think those guys are pretty locked up in my mind. Anthony Walker could be fighting for a spot potentially, but I would like to keep him. Channing Tindall and Duke Riley, I kind of have fighting for that last spot. Channing Tindall had a pretty good first preseason game, so he's definitely winning in my eyes, and I'm not that big a fan of Duke Riley. So I am hoping Channing Tindall wins that, but I do need to see another good game from him. So, yeah. Corner, I really want to keep 7 corners. This might be where we might have to just keep 6 corners and add an extra D lineman. We might have to, honestly. It just sucks. I mean, Jalen Ramsey, Kendall Fuller, Cam Smith. I mean, those 3 are locked up as can be. I think Nick Needham and Kader Kohu are probably pretty locked up too. And then I want 2 more corners, man. This cornerback room is deep. Storm Duck, Syrian Neal, Ethan Bonner, Isaiah Johnson. Isaiah Johnson, I wasn't really that high on, but he played pretty well in that preseason game, that first game. So I am kind of interested in him. Storm Duck, Ethan Bonner played both played very well. Syrian Neal is a special teams ace. And with the new kickoff rules, I think that's going to be important. It really puts us in a weird spot. Safety, I'm no longer interested in keeping Marcus May. I think Patrick McMorris has locked up his spot with the way he played. I think Javon Holland, Jordan Poyer, Elijah Campbell, Patrick McMorris, I think that's a great safety group. Holland and Poyer would be the starters, and then you could play around with Elijah Campbell and Patrick McMorris. Elijah Campbell being your backup free and Patrick being your backup strong. And they can both play a little bit of both positions, which is nice. Nothing really to talk about special teams-wise because there's no position battles. Although, again, I would like to bring in a punter to compete with Jake Bailey at the very least. But those are kind of my thoughts. Honestly, as I'm making this video, I'm low-key kind of wanting to say keep 6 corners and keep a 5th interior guy. But also with special teams, you're going to need linebackers, so you might need to keep Duke Riley. It's a really bad spot for us, man. I mean, it really is. Man, I don't know what to do with this. But again, we still got 2 more preseason games. We still got some more training camp to go to kind of answer some of these questions. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate it, hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.